Oh, hey guys. Hold on, I gotta grab my Gatorade. Trying a new flavor. I already going off on a, squirrel moment, but I usually try, glacier cherry, so the white, the blue cherry, cool blue, the dark and light blue, orange. This one's, I don't know if it's picking up very well. Where's the camera? There it is. It's like a sea green and it's Arctic Blitz. Alright, let's do the first taste because I've never had this one. It's pretty good actually. It tastes sort of melony as it pops. It's just a little bit more on the sweeter side than I'm used to, so it's not bad though. I can actually drink that. Although it depends as it warms up, because this is first, along with my vitamins, and then once I finish this, then I go to Gatorade to finish up the day. So that's pretty much what I drink. Although I don't know, this might be being replaced here the next few months. So I want to cut this out all the way, but I also don't want to stop at P 30 million times, a ship. But man, I've been fucking busy. So it is the 22nd of May. So I haven't been out. Let's see, because I came out of home the 25th of April. So just shy of 4 weeks, right? Already in May, I'm at 10.5 miles. Last week, April, I'm out home time, I was 3,700. So I'm already at 13,000 miles since I've changed. Wait, technically 14, because 10.5 plus 37, that's 14 too. So like I said, there we go. I can't reverse the camera. Oh, can I reverse the camera? And look at that MPG too. Cause I reset that every. So, that's usually how I run. Now, how am I getting these miles though? Really, it just comes down to knowing kind of where to go, and also which loads will allow you to do a reset under a load, so that way you're not wasting a day and a half just sitting empty, because those days and a half add up. Because like me, like right now, my last reset was the 18th. I got 32 hours left, 1,900 miles. I should be doing a 10 at home. Oh my god, it's never happened. Don't know how I feel about that. It's never happened. First time in over 2 years. Well, in my slightly over 2 year career of driving truck, I've done a 10-hour break at home. That's gonna be close because I'm in Mesquite, so then I'm going out the window. My home is 735 miles to my house, so this load, it's like 36.3, so it's not heavy, but there's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 climbs. Oh, 7. Forgot about the gorge. That one's right here. So, because Mesquite, and for those who don't know where Mesquite is, it's on the border of Nevada and Arizona, like the very, 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 very southeast, border on the interstate 15. Because 15 comes out of California up into Vegas to the very tippy tip of fucking Arizona. It's like literally you're in Arizona for maybe 5 minutes, up in Utah, and then straight north pretty much to Montana. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because 1584. Yeah, I don't recall that. I'm not the best at recalling interstates and highway numbers or where things are at. I'm a landmark guy. I know where I'm at based on what I'm seeing. Like, that's how you navigate Wyoming, pretty much. It's like, there's 2 interstates. It's like, I can tell you, I pretty much just know how to get to the town just by driving. Like, I don't think like, oh, this highway, oh, this is interstate. Like, I don't think about that. I just go. stared at me. I look down, he's like, just staring. It's like, I gotta pet him and he ducks. But, so, it was the weirdest load. Like, I have never had a load like this too. Like, before this one, I don't remember the last load I told you I was on, honestly. I've been fucking just slamming them away. Oh, look, you're stupid. He says hi. But I picked the load out of Florida, Howie in the Hills. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, is this a joke? Who the fuck names these things? And then, what do you want, cat? Really? But I picked that up at, what the fuck, Silver Spring Citrus or whatever. I had no idea what I picked up. I don't even know what they make there. I'm assuming juice based on the name and the fact that they get tankers. But I picked something up. So it was the bills were very, very minimal. Like, they maybe had like 5 lines of text on them. It was like, great. I mean, but I don't know what the fuck I'm hauling. All it said was watermelon juice or watermelon lemon. Not even juice, just watermelon lemon. I was like, okay, but they're in boxes, so I assume juice. I assume. That was 11.6, and that was normal. Like, picking up a load like that's normal. You know, very light load, 6 pallets. That's why I think it was juice, because 6 pallets and it's 11.6. That's pretty heavy. There are only 6 pallets. Not heavy as it could be, but that tells me it's liquid. But then I went, this is where it got weird. So it was a 2,400 mile trip. So we went from Florida to Moreno Valley to an Aldi's. Which I'll get to that in a minute, because they pissed me off. I don't know how I'm gonna go back. And I generally just brush shit off, but that pissed me off. But at 2,100 miles, I have another pickup for the same delivery. 2,100 miles away. That is unusual. You usually don't have fucking 3-day drive of separate pickups. Usually it's like a day and a half at most. Not 3 fucking days, 2,100 miles. At least not my experience. I don't know, maybe those guys are usually doing, multi-pickups, multi-deliveries. Like, multi-deliveries, yeah, they're usually, anywhere from a day to 3 days away, It depends on where it's at. Like, I've had all kinds of fucking deliveries. I've delivered in Texas and went over to Virginia, or like, for example, picked up in Florida. They add on a stop and then going to Washington. That company wasn't aware of. That was during Thanksgiving last year, but it was like delivered in Corinth, Utah, which is just on Salt Lake. And then I went up to Grandview, Washington. Like, that's a normal multi-stops. Like, this 2,100 miles, I've never seen this. And like, even a buddy that's been driving for like, what? Let's see, 90s, I think he said. I don't know. Dude came out of the military, then drove truck. Like, that's pretty much what he did. He said, I think he's been driving like 20-something years, but he said, that's unusual too. I've never seen that either. So I don't know, like, I'm assuming it's unusual, but I was picking up nuts in Phoenix at Suntree. Tight little place, depending on which dock you get, especially with the remodeling they're doing, and they have containers and storage. Cat, yes, everybody sees you, you fatty. Look at this little guy, look at this. Oh, why, you don't like your gut? You know, like, just me showing off your gut? Little whiner. Oh, then lose it. Oh, no, he's getting into shit. There you go. But the second pickup too. It's like, this load was I think this load was kind of just thrown together. Like, because, okay, so, pick 3. Usually, as a reefer especially, usually you're only getting them out from 21 to 26 pallets. That's really the max you're going to really carry. It's 21 to 26 range. That's usually where you're at. The second pickup, I'm scheduled to pick up, well, I didn't know I didn't know how much I was picking up. I just knew the gross weight, and even then that was off because, well, reasons about to tell you. Like, I was supposed to be 35,000 pounds. Stop it. He's getting my dirty clothes. He likes to lay in clothes, but he's trying to dig them out. It's like, just lay in there. Like, you don't need to dig them all out. I picked up 21 pallets I mean, these pallets were like 7 feet tall. Like, they were taller than me, and it's like, it was like nuts, prepackaged nuts, trail mix, dried fruit, etc. Like that type of shit, right? Hiking shit, pretty much. We're pretty much gonna eat for hiking shit or healthy snacks. Or just munchies. But then they told me, oh, we can only get 21 on there, supposed to get 24. I was like, I didn't know how, at this point, like, I was inserting my paperwork, so I didn't know how tall these were, but I was like, can't you just stack them? He's like, no, these are tall pallets. It's like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Anyone cat. But I got there, I was supposed to get, like, appointment in Phoenix was 7 a.m. Both these places, by the way, I will go to again. They're fast, at least from my experience. Howie has parking, like out in their dirt yard. They got a dirt yard before security. They got parking. Granted, to get to that place, you're going on some tight residential streets. Like, and it's like, I was a little nervous. I turned on the street and I was like, I know it's over here. It's like, this does not look right. Like, there's no shoulder, no fog line. The lanes are like maybe 10 feet, you know, like 9 feet maybe. I get it, like they're narrow. Like, I take up most of the road, I'm on it. And then the Phoenix one, I mean, yeah, they got street parking, but it's like maybe room for like four trucks. So luckily, I mean, 7 a.m. I was first in line because they opened at 7 a.m. That's when they started loading. And the guy was like 10 minutes out. Like, all of a sudden, I get this weird feeling. I was on my phone. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait another 5 minutes to go inside. And I get this weird feeling. Somebody's like, they weren't yelling, but doing something outside, like waving their hands and stuff, right? And I look out, and this guy, the guy who was loading me, he's like, you know, like, I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck are you trying to tell me? So I go out there, and he's like, I'm doing the same thing. I was like, 1, what, 2, what? 3? I was like yelling. He's like, go to 3. I was like, okay. I was like, what the fuck's he doing? But I mean, I got docked in like within 10 minutes, and I was out there within 40 minutes. Like, including the docking in and slide my tandas and everything. So I mean, that was great for 21 pallets, and that was 18,000 some change. I don't know. It was like 31,000 for that total load. And then I went over to Aldi's for 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock appointment. Got there at 3. For those who've never been there, it's a fucking huge ass building. It's like 10,000 square feet. There's got like 70 docks on one side. I'm assuming like 70 on the other side, or at least, you know, 60. I don't know. It's a fucking both sides of the building have docks. Okay. The receiving door is only on one end, only on one side in the fucking middle. Of course, not on the side I'm in. So, but I check in. They're like, oh, go to this door, blah 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 blah. You know, open your fucking doors before you go to dock in, like before you set up and everything. That's what they tell you, I guess, to keep you in the way. Which I do that anyways. Most places is like, if I know it's gonna be tight, I stay parallel with the guys already in the dock of my doors. Then I set up. Now, if there's room where I can set up for my back and you can go behind me, I will let you. Like, I'll leave room so you can squeeze behind me. But it also means, though, as soon as I'm ready, like, I go back to my truck, now I take priority. You know, this is a two-way street here. But they tell you, you know, do all that dock and then walk around to the door, which is 45, which is pretty much, I'm at like 88. So I'm at the other side of the building and then halfway down the building. And I gotta go walk literally like 10 minutes to get to the other side, middle of the building, to get my bills, and then walk back to my truck. I don't know, it was a lot of walk. Thankfully, it wasn't hot. Because Moreno Valley does get kind of toasty, but I mean, it was like 60 degrees, slight breeze, so it was like, yeah, it's comfortable. And then I'm there for like 2.5 hours, and they call me, right? And I was like, okay, well, I saw the door go red, or the light go red, then green. And then this is when it started getting weird, okay? So the dude was like, yeah, what door are you in? I was like, you know, 88. He's like, okay, cool. That's fine, great. You know, click. Oh, cool. Okay, maybe he, you know, they forgot what was going on. And then, because they did write all the door, like, when you check in, they write on the paperwork what door you are in. Well, and then, you know, I'm sitting there, nothing's happened. Another hour later, I get another call. What door are you in? Again, 88. I was like, and the click. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I was sort of like, it's like confident. What's going on? A couple hours, like another hour later, hour and a half later, I get another call. I'm like, holy fuck. And I was starting to get frustrated. By the way, I've been on the phone at this point with a buddy for like a couple hours. So I'm going to tell him, hey, you know, calling. And then, you know, I just put him on hold to go over. And ask me again, but are you in? I was like, now I was starting to get a little annoyed, but I'm like, 88. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Just click. Fourth time, now I'm sitting there for like 4.5 hours. They call me, but are you in? 88. And then they're like, well, we can't unload you. I was like, what do you mean you can't unload me? You're dry. I was like, no, I'm not. Maybe half the load is, but no, I'm not. He's like, yeah, you need to move the door, you know, 125 is like 40 more doors down. I was like, no, you can unload. I literally put my foot down at this point. I was like, no, you can unload me here. I was like, because after that product, it's shield. The reefer is running. I know you know it's running because I just felt that you fucking put the little, you know, dock pad down, dock plate, and pull it back. So I know you know. And then this is what you don't do. I never cursed at him. I never did anything. I was even polite about it. I just put my foot down. He said, alrighty, fuck you, click. Like, he had the fuck part and then he clicked. Like, I knew what he was doing. I knew what he was going to say. So now I'm mad. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, now you're pretty much going to tell me you're going to waste my time more and tell me to go fuck myself, pretty much. Like, I'm just, like, yeah, shippers like to play these, or receivers and shippers like to play these games. This is why don't let them play this bullshit. I also threatened, I pretty much also said, I was like, hey, you can either let me now, stop wasting my time, or I will take this trailer with me, and I don't give a shit. You can do whatever. Like, I'll move on. I already have another load. I'm not gonna play your games either. That also, by the way, that tactic works a lot. Don't let them fucking pull these games. They want their product. Now, you can do this without being condescending and an asshole about it. You know, put your foot down, be firm. Don't insult. Don't scream. Don't yell. And you'll generally get the results. So but him and I both had the same plan, right? I got the phone. I got out of the truck, grabbed my phone, and I was going to start walking around to the receiving, well, check-in door to go talk to the manager, I guess, at this point, the warehouse guy. He did the same thing, except he called him because obviously he's inside. So, like, not even 2 minutes into my walk, the manager calls me, and I was like, dude. He's like, so what's going on here, Lewis? Like, well, it's a 2 pickup. Half it's dry, half it's reefer. You know, a little, 6 pallets, 21 pallets, so 27 pallets total. Clearly not half, but, it's reefer. I'm in a reefer door. I didn't say that part, but it's like, I told him, it's reefer. I even asked him this. That's why, using your brain is smart. I was like, if it was dry, why would I be running my reefer? Like, yeah, there's some dry loads, but this isn't one of them. Like, yeah, I mean, believe it or not, there is some, like, tools and, like, screws and, like, hardware you'll pick up that you run reefer just to keep keep the moisture out. That's the thing. Makes sense. Why the fuck would I be running reefer for food if I didn't have to? Makes 0 sense. Especially when one of the bills literally says, okay, well, I don't remember if it says, because I don't have the bills. Well, actually I do, there's in my closet, but I just don't know. I'm not going to get them. But when I checked into Howie, they said set your reefer to 32. I had it like 35. Because I was like, okay, it's juice. I mean, it tells you right there it's juice too, or some form of liquid, concentrate, some shit. Then he must be standing right next to the guy that was like complained and telling this guy's not move, won't cooperate, whatever. And he's like, he's got reefer. Let him hear. And and pretty much more than the words I'm about to say, do your job and just move the product down to the dry. Like, yeah, it sucks it's throwing on pallets, but it's like, I'm not moving 2 fucking docks. Like, because this is what they like to do too. Multiple, like, places have mixed freight, right? Reefer, dry. They'll unload you here where this freight's supposed to go because they don't want to move it. And then they'll have you move somewhere else. So pretty much wasting your time again. Which also, what if you're sleeping? No, just fucking dude. I've already been here for 4.5 hours. This could have been done, like I told the manager. I was like, this could have been done and figured out 4 different times at this point. Y'all called me 4 different times asking me what fucking door I'm in. Like, I was like, oh my, dude. I'm a little frustrated. Like, Because even I was telling the buddy on the phone with the whole time the details about them. He's just like, what the fuck are they going on about? Like, I don't know. It makes no sense. Like, I was frustrated, confused, and annoyed because I was also tired. I had no clock, and I was out to drive. But luckily, it was like Saturday on SoCal, so I was like, I was going to drive 30 minutes to go to Ontario to park. Yeah, some they like to play games. Sometimes you just gotta put your foot down, tell them to go fuck themselves very, very nicely. But these are things you kind of have to get used to, get comfortable with. You don't come in the industry and you're definitely not comfortable enough to do that. Like, you don't know whether or not this is gonna work or not, so you gotta kind of figure things out, and then either say pretty much getting their attitude back or just stand firm. But within another hour and a half, like, I was there for like 5 hours, 50 minutes. They called me, it's coming at your bills. It's like, I was literally the last truck to leave, and I was one of the I was like 12, 13 to dock in. All because they didn't want to fuck that. I think what was happening is he kept checking on my door and then looking inside. I was like, oh, I don't want to do all this work. I was like going to unload somebody else's because all the other trucks literally around me that docked in after me were getting unloaded first. But also, you can see when somebody backs in and you're already backed, you can see how much freight they had. So they had just as much freight as me, but they were getting they were leaving sooner. And I paid. Oh, by the way, the lumper place. I paid my lumper capstone surprise. Like, at that point, 2.5 hours in, so my lumper was already paid. So I was like, fucking unload me or give me back my lumper and I'll leave. Because, yeah, they won't unload you unless you pay your lumper. That was just fucking stupid. They got little grab bars, so it's like, fucking just hook and hold me hostage if need be. But I went in there and when I got in the building, I was like, I don't think the manager knew all those details. So I was like, dude, that dude not only called me 4 different times asking what door I was in. I was nice about it, I was just saying, hey, I don't know if you're aware, but he called me 4 different times asking what door I'm in. Every time, nothing was mentioned. It could have been taken care of 4 different times, right? And then, the last time, when I put my foot down, I was getting annoyed, he pretty much told me to go fuck myself. He said, I already fucked you, and he hung up. Like, manager had no idea he did that. He's like, dude, I'll talk to him. Like, no, that's not cool. You shouldn't be doing that. It's like, I didn't cuss at him. I'm a naturally loud talker, so I was like talking like I am now. But I was like, I wasn't screaming at him. I was like, no, I'm fucking gonna stay here. You don't love me. But it's been fun. This load, where the fuck is it going? Belgium, Wisconsin. I thought this load was a joke too. It's a cheese load or Prino going to, like I said, Belgium, Wisconsin, to a place called Dreams Logistics. It's an actual warehouse with docks. I guess this is like 5 stars on Google, like 70 reviews, small family-owned business, parking. But I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is like, it sounds like a broker company, but like, you don't see that and you think, oh, I'm going to a warehouse. I don't know. Never seen a warehouse anywhere close to that. Like Dreams Logistics. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Hoping that place is as good as their 5-star reviews. They aren't buying, padding their reviews, because 5 stars in this industry. I don't know. Alright, anyways, guys. Need to do my 15, do a pre-trip, and get the fuck out of here so I can get home 4:10. Go piss the girlfriend off at home. There we go. That's the goal, right? Anyway, stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye!